FlossTube, it's Haley Peregrine Stitcher here on YouTube and on Instagram. It's been so long, but I am saying hello to you from Chicago. I am here in my new apartment, which is very sparsely decorated, as you can see at this point. But I am loving it so far. I have so much to tell you. It's been a long time, but I've had quite a bit to do with moving 1,000 miles and starting a new job and a bunch of other things. So this is really the first opportunity I've had to sit down and do a FlossTube. So as you may imagine, I have not done as much stitching as I typically do. So I do have some things to show you that I've been working on. And then I'll give you a little life update, and then hopefully, by next month, things will be back on track. Let me start with two things that I don't actually have. So I did take Princess Eliana and Elizabeth Isles to the framer shop. Princess Eliana is done. My mom picked it up for me and sent me a picture. It looks great. I don't have it here in Chicago. It's still in New York. From the picture, I think I need to take it back and have them stretch it a bit more. I saw some wrinkles on the bottom that I didn't really like, but I really like how it turned out with the frame. And then the frame that I had selected for Elizabeth Isles is on back order. And they said they should be getting that in early November. So I should be able to pick it up then. I'm going back to New York this coming Wednesday. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to get both of them and show them to you by next time. But those are in the works. So I have one finish, or what I'm calling a finish here. So I have been working on the Loose Feathers series by Blackbird Designs. This one. This is number 2. And I did finish it. This is before I moved to Chicago. So here it is. Sorry for the sunlight there. So yeah, I'm really loving this. Just the details are amazing. Bring it a little bit closer. Oops, that gives a little shadow. Okay, so I've done 1 and 2. I'm planning to do all 9, kind of 3 over 3, right? So I've got 1 more to do on the top row here, and then 6 down. So it'll take me a little while, but I'm trying to do 1 a month. I don't think I will finish number 3 in October. So maybe I'll get started again with that in November. So I'm using the called for floss 1 over 2, and this is a 36 count affogato by Fiber on a Whim. And I think the combination is really good. Sorry about the sunlight. Like, I don't have anything here. I don't have my ring light. It's a whole new setup. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I also had a new start that I got quite a bit done on, and I realized that I needed to start this like a long time ago, because I'm supposed to do this for my friend Jamie, who is having a big birthday December 19th. And I picked this out for her a long time ago, and I forgot to start it. So I finally remembered, and so this is what it is. Let's see here, the blue flower. So you can see here. Oops, I just dropped it. And I got quite a bit done. It's maybe just under halfway done, and it's turning out really well. Let's see here. This is what I have done so far. I think she's really gonna like this. It's really her aesthetic and colors. So I'm doing this on a 36 count linen by Needle and Flax called Indora, which I think is quite appropriate. And I'm using mostly the called for floss, but there was one that I couldn't find, which is Gentle Art Seaweed. I think it was some sort of limited edition. So I used, I had one in my stash, which is Jungle Nights by Leo and Roxy. And that is basically, it's the dark green that's in her dress and in part of this border. And so that's, I think it's working fine. It looks pretty close. So, really like this one. So the border is pretty intense, but I'm about halfway done with everything else. And this dress and the cat, you know, that was huge. So I think I will be able to finish it in time to take it to the framers. I need to be able to take it to the framers when I'm in New York for Thanksgiving in order to get it back by December 19th. So wish me luck on that. I'm gonna go back to working on this right away. But I haven't been working on it recently. I've been working on two other things. So the whole time I was moving and traveling and all that kind of stuff, I was working on Modern Folk Embroidery's Mystery Sal for 2022. I really just didn't have a lot of time to stitch, and it was, you know, a black sampler September, so it all worked out. But I did finish September and October. Let's see here. So let me just see. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, okay, September and October are these two sections here. So I did not do the church here. I replaced it. Jacob gave a number of options. I think this is supposed to be, what did he say it was? Some sort of wheel of Dharma, I think. I don't know. I'm not really into that either. But I liked it because it looks like the helm of a ship, right? Which really goes well with that ship over there. And so that's what I decided to do. And then there's, you know, a number of little vases. There's these cute little kids playing jump rope. There's this tree of life in the middle. A crown over a heart, more border. So yeah, it's coming along. So I probably won't work on this again until Black Sampler November. I will do the November portion, but I do just want to stay on top of that so that I can finish it by the end of this year. And then, let's see, the one I've been working on the most, I've been totally obsessed with this, is Rejoice Evermore by Brenda Gervais. And so I was working on this for Sampler September, and I absolutely could not put it down. I can't even tell you. It's so good. It's so good. Show you. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. So I think last time I showed you I had done the border and maybe at the top corner here. So I have done quite a bit more. This line right here is just so cool. It's got all these little things, lots of different colors. And then I came down, started working on the house, and then did the, you know, the right half. with the birds and whatnot. So it's coming along. I'm really enjoying working on this. It's on a 36 count porcelain linen by Leo and Roxy, using the Leo and Roxy conversion that Ellen Reed did, with a couple minor changes. Look at these birds though. They're really cool. They've got these satin stitches. Can you see them? I just love that because it gives some nice texture to the wings. There's also some Smyrna crosses down here. And look at those curtains. I love the curtains on the house. So cool. Anyhow, it's really, really, really hard for me to put this down, but I got to get back to that, to night walks down so I can finish it for my friend. So I'm putting this away for now, but I'm pretty close to a finish. Probably next time I get it out, I'll finish it. So I'm really enjoying that. And then, let's see, just two other things really that I worked on since the last FlossTube. I did a little bit more on Birds of Bernhardt's books. So that is 500 folk embroidery. I don't know, this is hard. This one is hard to work on. It's a little bit hard to work on, but I'm sticking with it. I did a little bit more, not much. So I think last time I had just done this first square, and now I did a little bit more on the border. So this is on a 36 count, one of a kind, by Leo and Roxy, formerly known as Cherry Cobbler. And I'm using, what's the name of the floss? Mother of Pearl, 1/2, it's a 36 count. I don't know, it's just a little bit hard to work on. So I didn't do too much of it, but I'm gonna chip away at it because I think the final result will be really cool. It's just that I'm not enjoying working on it, I guess, as much as other things. And then the last thing I did, and honestly, I did very, very little on this, but let's see, who was it? Somebody had a Zoom session, Seattle Stitcher, I think, and Museum Stitcher. They had kind of like a little Zoom stitch party for anyone who was working on this, which is Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio. And I have the smallest of small starts on this. And again, this is another one. I'm not really enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it. This is all I have. And this is basically like, I almost did all of this while I was on the Zoom session with them because I haven't been working on it otherwise. And honestly, I think the issue is the fabric. This is a 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus. And it's just so hard to see and so hard to stitch on that maybe I need to just pick a different fabric, and I think I need to start in a different place that's not just all black. So I did get, right before I left New York, this came in the mail. I forgot I had even ordered it, honestly. This is a 32 count Murky. So this might be a little bit easier. It'll end up being bigger, but I might just restart it on the 32 count, and maybe I'll start, you know, like in the middle where it's more interesting. And then maybe I'll like it more. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. I don't know. What do you think? It's just not doing it for me. I mean, I'm sure I'd like the final result, but you know, time is limited and I want to be working on stuff that I enjoy, right? And not just about the final result. Okay, that's That's all I've stitched. That's all I've stitched, which isn't that much because I've been super busy. And I also haven't really bought very much. I have all my floss clubs. I don't even know if I should show them because I have a lot. I'll show them to you. Why not? I'll show them because it won't take too long. So this is Color and Cotton for September. Again, really lovely fall colors. This is Bronze, Whiskey, Verdure Blue, Oregano, and Adobe. So good. So good. And then I think these are the sort of the neutrals. Nothing too exciting here. Black Oak, Cozy Sweater, Pecan Pie, Pine Cone, and Hay Bale. Those are actually kind of very neutral, right? That's okay, you need those, And these are nice fall colors. So Red Delicious, that would be good for a red sampler. Bonfire, orangey. Sugar Maple, another brown. Maize, and Pine Needles. So yeah, I mean, really nice fall colors. I don't know, a lot of those are a little bit too neutral for me, but that's the point of being in a floss club, right? You get everything. And so then here's October. We've got Jade, Wisteria, Rustic Black. Oh, Ivy, look at that green. That's a really nice green. Terracotta. Cherry Cobbler goes with my fabric. Nutcracker. Laurel Wreath. It's a nice deep green. Holly. Tinsel. Frankincense. Eggnog. Sleigh Ride. Santa's Boots, and Rudolph. I guess we're getting into Christmas colors. I have to decide how much longer I'm going to keep going with these floss clubs because, quite frankly, I'm not really using them. I have used them occasionally when I can't find a color for something and I need to switch it out, but I don't know, I might put a pause on some of these. And then, so the other one I get is Leo and Roxy. This is called Pinery. Looks just like pine needles from Color and Cotton. Goody Blue Shoes. I do like that color. Nimbus. Newt. Apparently, it's an odd name. Oh, this is cool though. Look at it. I've never seen anything like this. This is called Bespeckled. And it's got these little dots of different colors. I'm curious what that would look like when it's stitched. Try that out. And then Hippie. Oh, this is a really cool color. Look at that. It's variegated. It's got some lavenders and reds. Really cool. Maraschino. Purple Rain. Baja, and Grouchy, Oscar the Grouch, I guess. So yeah, that's really all I've got for haul. I have not been shopping. I have been shopping, but I've been shopping for things other than stitchy things and floss. I also wanted to do the giveaway from last time I had to figure out how to do the random comment generator thing. But the winner of this, the Mirabilia Cross Stitch Tee chart, is Caitlin Hare. Caitlin, congratulations. I will comment on your comment, and if you can let me know how I can get this to you, I'll send this right out. Thankfully, I remembered to bring it with me to Chicago, so I will be able to send that to you. So that's about it for stitchy stuff. I will move to a quick life update. So if that's not interesting, I will see you next time. But boy, my life has been pretty interesting the last 6 weeks. So gosh, it's just been a wild ride. So I finished my job at Ithaca College. We had a board meeting. We had a new president who was inaugurated Saturday, October 1st. And so I stayed through all of that. And then I left for Chicago on Sunday, the next day. And I drove, all I took was what was in my car, what I could fit in my car. Because I'm keeping my house in New York. The kids are staying there, the pets are staying there. I'm gonna be going back frequently. I've already gone back once since I got to Chicago, and I'm going back again Wednesday. So I'll be back and forth. So I need to keep like all my furniture and everything there. So I got here I drove to Toledo, Ohio Sunday, and got a hotel. And unfortunately, starting Sunday, I got really, really sick. And there just wasn't much that I could do but keep going. So I had to keep going. I drove the rest of the way to Chicago on Monday. And because I had to move into my apartment. So my rental furniture was delivered Monday morning. I had to move everything, all my boxes and stuff Monday afternoon. I was so sick though. I haven't been that sick in a long time. There was really a point where I thought I might not make it this time. Kind of TMI, but literally from Sunday to Thursday, I was just vomiting constantly and I wasn't eating anything. And I just got to the point where I was so weak that I didn't know if I was going to make it. And of course, I didn't have insurance during this time. No, because I ended my job on September 30th, and I did not start my new job until October 6th. So I had no insurance. But I finally started to feel better. My friend from Minneapolis got here Tuesday night, thank goodness. She really helped me out. She helped me sort of, unpack and help, get the things that I needed for the apartment. And then I had to start my new job on Thursday while I could barely stand up. But I did start my new job. Everybody was super nice. And then I started to feel better by Friday. So I think it was just the stress of everything, of the move and everything that was going on. I don't know, but it was not fun. So I started my new job. Shayna was here, my friend. By the time I was feeling better on the weekend, we were able to go get the rest of the stuff that I needed. Because I didn't, I brought my clothes, but I didn't, like all the stuff that you have to get. I had to get coffee maker, toaster, a broom, like cleaning supplies, like all that kind of stuff, towels, dishes. So we did a lot of shopping. That was good. I just have the basics. It still looks kind of like a hotel, but that's okay. I do really like the location. I'm about an 8-minute drive from my office, and I'm across the street from like a Whole Foods and a Trader Joe's and a Walgreens. It's about a 10-minute walk to Lake Michigan. I can see Lake Michigan from the window here. Maybe I'll give a apartment tour at some point. but it's a nice building. It's very, very safe, which I was worried about because I'm here by myself. But I can drive right in and park at my in the parking garage, and then when I leave, I can drive right to the parking garage at my office, and so I feel pretty safe. I'm not going to be wandering around at night by myself. So I'm kind of settled in, and I went back to New York to check on the teenagers and the pets. The weekend after that, everybody's doing good. The pets really miss me, and I really miss the pets. I don't think the teenagers care that much, but they're doing okay. They're doing okay. And I'm, like I said, I was there last weekend. I'm going back on Wednesday, so I'll be back, a couple times a month anyway. So that will all be fine. I like my new job. People here in the Midwest are really friendly and nice. The job is really big. I'm in a leadership position, and so what happens in these kinds of jobs when you start is it's kind of like drinking from a fire hose. Like, there's just a lot coming at you, and a lot of problems that you're expected to solve immediately. So I'm just trying to take it all in and listen and put a plan together for what I can do to help on the most pressing issues. So I like it though. I really like everyone that I've met so far. There are just so many cool things happening here. Like on Monday after I started, like my first day was a Thursday. And on the Monday, I get this note from my boss, get over to whatever Rubenstein Forum in 15 minutes because one of our faculty won the Nobel Prize. I mean, how cool is that? So I got to go over there to the press conference for this faculty member who won the Nobel Prize for economics this year. He had just found out at 6 a.m. that morning. And it was so cool because Wall Street Journal was there, New York Times, ABC, NBC, CBS, and they just, they asked him all these questions. He's an economist. And it was just really fascinating to listen to him and to listen to his answers. It's not something that happens every day. So that was really cool. And the other thing I really have been liking is just just being in a city. I love being in a city, all the restaurants, everything is just so much easier. This weekend is the first weekend I'm actually here, like in Chicago by myself, because the first weekend my friend was here and then I went back to New York. Now I'm here. So like yesterday, I'm like, well, what am I going to do in Chicago? So I went for a walk by Lake Michigan. It was in the 70s. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Really, really nice. And then I got a ticket and I went to see Wicked at a matinee at Chicago Broadway. So that was really cool. I had a great time. And then after that, I stopped at the Palmer House and just kind of got dinner and people watched and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. I don't know anybody here. So if anyone lives near Chicago and, you want to be stitchy friends, that would be great because I have to say it is a little bit lonely to be here without my pets, without my kids, and just starting a whole new life, but not knowing anyone. And so it's, I will meet people. I have to figure out how that's going to work, but I will meet people. But hey, if you are in the area, you want to come stitch anytime, that would be awesome. So I think that's it. I'm heading back to New York on Wednesday. I'll be there for several days and then coming back. They're giving me a lot of flexibility to work remotely, so that's really good. So yeah, so hopefully it'll be the best of both worlds. I don't know. So anyhow, that's about it. That's all I have to share. Maybe I'll do an apartment tour next time. I'm still looking for an apartment. I really like where I am right now, so I might stay here, but I just want to, take a look at what all the options are and figure out what the best location is for me to be in. But for now, this is really good. So hope everyone is doing well. Hopefully I'll get back into the swing of things with a better routine with stitching and start working on some other stuff. So hopefully, let's see, this is almost the end of October. I am considering doing a collaboration with another YouTuber. We're talking about it, so that might show up in the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, I will probably try to do another FlossTube in November. So hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you next time. Bye, FlossTube.